Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pop Culture Promo. I'm Roy.
I'm Josh.
I am Will.
And gentlemen, this weekend, this Sunday, is the Elimination Chamber. What do you think?
I could live without Roman Reigns being in the chamber match.
Well, let's not get to the chamber match yet. That's going to be one of the final ones on here.
Yeah, but I'm just going to lay it out there. Roman does not need to be in it.
You guys want to run down the card?
Sure. Looks like the pre-show will have a tag team match with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson taking on the Miz Taraj.
You said that was pre-show?
Yes.
Again?
Yes.
We haven't had those two on the kickoff.
Yeah, I mean...
But what's the...
Well, actually, they've been on the kickoff before.
Wrestling each other?
Not wrestling each other, but Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson has been on...
Yeah, I'm talking this match.
Well, I would at least like to see them in the main pay-per-view.
I think everybody would.
Because they're... Again, I'm going to preach again. Indie darlings being swept under the rug by WWE once again.
But why is this match taking place? What altercation have these two teams had?
As far as I know, none.
I think they're just trying to... They notice that they have a lack of matches, and they need something for the kickoff show.
And to be completely honest with you, it's like we've been discussing tag team matches or tag team wrestling in a whole has went down the drain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I feel like this is not helping out whatsoever.
No. Especially Anderson and Gallows.
No, they need to make a tag team that's worthwhile. Sure, Sheamus and Cesaro are a good tag team, but
I think they've got plenty of good tag teams. They just need to redo the division.
Yeah.
Hit the reset button.
Have a tag team revolution.
Yeah.
We've had a women's revolution for, 3 years now?
Yeah.
How long does a revolution take?
Right.
Well, about 6 years, roughly.
But then we go to Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt.
I'm sick of it.
Wow.
I think it's already run its course.
Oh, yeah.
Now, hey, speaking of tag team, what if they tag team?
I made that.
That was in his WrestleMania predictions.
I know, but still, you got a point.
I mean,
Be
what
good
else
for
are
the
they
tag.
going to do?
Huh?
What else are they going to do with these two men?
They need. Should they split up after this match? No mas.
Although I did read something today. I'm not sure who shared it or who broke the news, but they said Jeff Hardy could be back before WrestleMania.
It's looking like sometime in the spring. So yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't know if they can.
He met with doctors. I think was it today or yesterday?
I'm not sure.
I think it was yesterday.
But they said it would be looking like in the spring sometime.
Because I was at the hospital.
So
whatever. Yeah, it was yesterday.
I would be surprised if it's not after the day after Mania.
yeah, that would be a big for Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, who wins this match? And why?
Hardy, just because I think he needs a win.
Yes.
I agree.
But do you guys think the broken or woken thing has not gone over as expected?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's flopped pretty bad.
It's one of those. It's hyped up, but it's very disappointing on what the finished product is.
Yeah, it's poorly executed.
And
I don't think it's Matt's fault.
No, I think in TNA he had more control.
I think he had 100% control in TNA.
Like legit 100% control.
Yeah, didn't have final control like in WWE where Vince True has the final say.
Mm-hmm.
But you have control.
I would love to see more Hardy Compound on Raw. I mean, he does it on YouTube.
From what they've been teasing on Twitter and stuff, it's looking like it may come down to something like that.
I
Maybe
hope
a
so.
Mania match or something that takes place at their compound.
Well, Final Deletion was pretty decent-ish, I guess.
But I mean, is it gonna be Wyatt and Hardy at the Hardy compound?
What if it's Hardy and Hardy again?
I don't want to see that.
See, I don't like it for the live crowd. Because if you have them on camera fighting somewhere offset, the crowd's just watching what we're watching, right? There's no live interaction.
Right.
So I hate that.
Well, I'm not talking about matches at the compound. I'm talking about vignettes.
Oh. Well.
And I want Senior Benjamin and Vanguard one.
But that, I don't know.
I feel like going that far is them just blatantly copying something off of TNA TV or Impact TV or whatever it was.
I mean, that's kind of what drew it, I think. Just all those elements blended together.
It did, but on WWE TV now, the whole Woken gimmick is not working. I'm sorry.
No.
Well, something needs to happen, even if they have to copy 100% off what Impact. Impact, is that what they're calling themselves? Or is
Who
it
knows?
Global Force, whatever.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Anthem. Let's just say Anthem, even though they're trying to back out of the deal. I think they really, really need just to go ahead and just copy and paste the whole thing over to WWE.
But they won't.
No.
They won't. It's Vince McMahon. He will not do that. It has to be his baby.
Now, what if, with going back to Carl's, Gallows and Henderson, if the Bullet Club, if he got the name, would that still, like, let's say he copies the whole gimmick with the Bullet Club? Kind of like how it happened again.
I thought that's what he's kind of doing with Finn Balor.
I thought it was the Balor Club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they could still be BC.
It just don't feel right. If they had Bad Luck Fale and Tama Tonga, yeah, absolutely. But they don't. They need those other two members, and I think that's what would make it feel more like Bullet Club officially in WWE.
Well, I mean, at this point, does Balor Club even seem legit?
No.
They need to go ahead and just turn Finn heel, like I've been saying the past few podcasts, and let him have control of it like he did in Japan. I think if Vince McMahon would let people have control over their characters like he did in the Attitude Era, but still run by the basics of what he wants to do, everything, WWE in a whole would be a lot better. Could we agree on that?
I think so.
Yeah, I would agree to a certain point. I think if you got rid of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, you could do a whole lot more.
Absolutely.
With your talent.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And we was watching the CM Punk documentary earlier.
The best in the world.
The best in the world.
Second best.
Let's not get into this argument today, Roy.
Okay.
If eventually, WWE's kind of getting to the groove of the indie style. Triple H realizes that's what people love today, and he's right. That's how come on 205 Live, and especially on NXT, we get that feel. Even at the live event we went to, we got that feel. If they do that on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live, wouldn't you say it'd be a heck of a lot better?
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, repackage Roman. I wouldn't get rid of Roman because his wrestling has gotten a lot better. I give him credit for that. Don't get rid of him. Repackage him.
I think what Roy was coming at was treating them like they're at a different tier than everyone else. I don't think he meant to just scrap them completely.
Oh, okay,
no,
sorry.
I mean, they draw. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, they treat them like they're
gods.
The two that no one can beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullcrap.
Or that's how I feel about them when I see them on Monday Night Raw and at the events.
Yeah, because I mean, if they didn't draw, then obviously they wouldn't be in that top spot.
Then next we have Asuka versus Nia Jax.
This one I could honestly see going either way.
I can too, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it Nia Jax.
I'm gonna say Asuka wins, but here's my problem with this match. The rumor is we're going to get Alexa Bliss against Nia Jax at Mania, and Charlotte against Asuka. Okay. Well, I don't understand. If Nia loses to Asuka, the next night on Monday Night Raw, Kurt Angle puts her in the title match.
It doesn't make sense.
But then if you go let's say Nia Jax pulls up the upset and beats Asuka. Asuka's already guaranteed that match for the championship, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And we're all assuming it's going to be against Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
If she says no, it's not going to be a triple threat. I'm going to SmackDown. Doesn't that make her look weak?
It does.
Not only did she lose her streak, but the next night you make her look weak by saying, we're not going to have a triple threat match.
What if you have Alexa come down, interfere in the match, thinking Nia Jax will be on her side, thinking it might turn into like a 2-on-1 type situation? So that way you're sure the streak is over, but then you're not making Asuka look weak by saying, oh, because then on Raw you could be like, oh, I don't want this. This doesn't seem fair to me. I'm going to choose Charlotte.
Still, I think
I know, because we know Asuka could do 2-on-1 and beat him.
You're right.
The way she's been booked. But that's the way that I would do it, I think.
Then again, what would be the whole point of the match if she just goes to SmackDown? It'd just be well wasted. No point. Storyline run dry.
I don't understand this match at all. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how they book it, but maybe once the bell rings and it's over with, we'll have a better understanding.
What if you had Bliss come down and attack Jax, and having Jax win by disqualification?
What about Mickie James? Could you have her come down?
Yeah, because she's pals with Alexa Bliss now, right?
That's what we're assuming.
Right. You could do something like that.
I don't know.
And still not have her take a pinfall loss.
Yeah.
This match in general, I don't
get it.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand it.
I thought this was decided like 2 Raws ago.
I thought this is a hole they dug themselves in. And they're like, okay, whoops, what do we do now? Like, what's the plans for this? And they're still trying to figure it out.
The famous potholes.
I think they're WWE. I think they're still trying to figure out something for Asuka.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they had anything in NXT figured out, and now they said, "Oh, we'll just move her to the main roster." Well,
of course she gets over on the main roster, but
right. But for
how do you book her? Yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura got over.
Yeah, well.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still over, but he's not as over as he was in NXT.
Again, indie people that...
Look at Bobby Roode.
Yeah. Then we have...
Todd Dillinger.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
Wasn't he... What sport did he play before WWE?
I do not know.
I don't have a clue.
I thought he was a football player or something.
Todd Dillinger?
I think so.
Wow.
I don't know.
Or something like that. Anyways, then we have Cesaro and Sheamus versus Titus Worldwide. Now, going back to the tag team, since we're on this, I think Titus Worldwide is actually a really, really good tag team.
I think they're pretty decent. I wouldn't say they were really good.
Yeah, they're...
it's different.
Yeah. I think I would... talk about the match. I think I would have Titus Worldwide win the titles.
Oh, yeah.
They need to
in this match.
That way they can build themselves up.
Mm-hmm. And then you could... It would be kind of a short build, but you could build Cesaro versus Sheamus.
Mm.
Yeah, because on WWE.com exclusive, they had Cesaro and Titus Kid review their first tag team match together, and Sheamus is looking behind like, really?
Huh.
Seriously? And they were getting into it, so maybe, I know we've seen it, best of 7 matches?
Yeah.
But maybe that would be pre-Mania match? Cesaro versus Sheamus?
I still thought that wouldn't be a pre-show match.
Yeah.
Or maybe...
Unless a short build, it could be.
Well, does Sheamus still have that injury?
I'm not sure.
Or did it... I know he's still injured, but is it worse now?
I'm not aware.
I want to say it is. I think I seen something.
I just think if you break Cesaro and Sheamus up, what are they going to do?
Right.
I mean,
have Cesaro do a singles run.
They're going to go exactly like they were before.
Right.
Be single competitors with nothing to do. Put them on the list of.
On the list.
Just taking up space.
Yeah.
I think.
Why break them up? They're gelling so well now.
Yeah.
I think if they do end up breaking them up because of the injury, I think Cesaro should have a good singles run. And I'm not meaning with the Intercontinental. I'm meaning with the Universal title. He is worthy.
Yes, he's worthy. But
I know
does Vince McMahon see
I
that?
know I'm not Vince McMahon.
He's got to grab that brass ring. Yeah.
Look at who's there right now. You've got Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, of course.
Finn.
you believe the rumors, he's on his way out. Mm-hmm. Roman Reigns.
Who's on his way out?
Yeah.
Wait, stop.
Lesnar.
The Miz.
What, about going to UFC?
Well, his contract's up after Mania.
Yeah.
I actually think that's a thing. I think he's really going back to UFC.
I mean, that's what I've heard.
It could be.
I think he was wanting to try to go one more title.
I think he'll have to set out a year.
Yeah.
For a suspension.
I think so.
For UFC.
No, that year's already up.
I didn't think it started while he was still under contract.
No, it's been up. He only got like a 6-month suspension.
I thought it was a year.
Nope, 6 months. I had this discussion with someone at work who knows the UFC bans and everything like that. He said it was just 6 months.
But I thought that didn't start until he re-signed with them.
No, it's already started. It's from just MMA in general. He got a 6-month ban. But now it's Brock Lesnar. He can get away with that crap. Just like Tom Brady. He gets away with a lot of crap.
Back to what you were talking about, Roy.
Sorry.
Cesaro, I just don't see him ever getting there with all that talent that's ahead of him.
So what if they decide to release Cesaro?
That would be a bad decision on WWE. On their part.
I mean, the way it's looking, it's a
bad decision either way.
Yeah.
I see Cesaro, not Cesaro, I see WWE as WCW now.
As bad as I hate to say it, maybe take Cesaro and send him down to NXT and let him be a trainer. I really don't know what else you would do. Same thing with Sheamus. We're sitting here talking about Cesaro. What are you going to do with Sheamus?
How many times has he won the world title? I mean, he won it within, 5 months within his debut against John Cena in the tables match.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this guy's getting over. No, they buried him after that. Then he got another...
Well, no, they didn't bury him. They paid him to Triple H.
The man with the shovel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then they buried him.
Yeah, there we go. Then he had, 2 more world title runs? I know he won, we know the Mania match that only lasted, 5 seconds?
That wasn't a world title. Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, it was world heavyweight title.
I thought that was U.S. You're right.
That was world heavyweight title. He broke a bro kick. Boom. Yeah. That's it.
And then you had him beat Reigns.
Mm-hmm. That was with, was that with?
That was with the Del Rio.
God, what was their name? League of Nations.
Yeah.
Good stable, I think.
Didn't last long.
No. I know. It should have lasted longer.
I don't think they had anything for him, personally.
They were just kind of hoping they would mesh well together.
Well, they would have if... Never mind, I'm not getting into that.
No, go ahead and tell us what you know. Go ahead.
No, absolutely not.
Go ahead.
If someone, I'm not mentioning who, well, probably a few people would have kept their cool, I think that would have meshed together pretty well. And I think you know the two who I'm talking about. One, I don't blame for losing his cool and, leaving. Which I've heard he's possibly returning this year. But that's besides the point.
Who, Del Rio?
No. Barrett.
Wade Barrett?
He's retired.
Yeah.
Is he full-time retired?
Yeah.
You sure?
That's why he was manager for Defiant Wrestling.
Maybe it was Del Rio.
But then we have the first Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship.
Do you have the men go first, or do you have the women go first?
I have the women.
I have the men.
I think I have the men going first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's erase that, and we'll go with the men this time. The 7-man, yes, I said 7, Elimination Chamber match for a shot at the WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania 34. Gentlemen, we have Braun Strowman versus Elias versus Finn Balor versus John Cena versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, and finally versus The Miz.
Now, it was confirmed this past Monday that 3 men will start the Rumble like we predicted.
Will be a triple threat.
Now, refresh my memory. Who are the 3 men? Because they had the gauntlet match.
The Miz will be one of them.
That's no brainer.
And we know Elias will be the last person in.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think Elias may have a chance in this?
No. I was looking at the betting odds today.
Seth Rollins.
He's the furthest one from winning, according to that.
But what if? Now this is an if. He does win.
I don't see him beating Lesnar if he does win.
No, there's no way he beats Lesnar.
Misbooking?
No.
Or would you give it to someone like Seth Rollins?
See, I could see that happening, or I could see Finn Balor.
I would love to have Finn Balor and have him go over at Mania.
However, sadly, I think it's already been in the books for a year now.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. You're going to say Roman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
I don't see how it couldn't happen.
Roman is in bad trouble right now. I was reading it the other day. Somebody has confirmed or came out saying...
Going back to the steroid deal? Yeah, nothing
that was never proven.
No. Nothing will come out of that.
No.
You think that it's be swept under the rug?
It's just somebody's word.
Right.
I think...
Because Lesnar was also tagged in that post.
Yeah.
Here's what I think. If they're going to do that whole steroid thing again, if I was Vince, just to keep my company...
Put another neck brace on?
Jesus. No. Oh, and don't forget the finger thing. Brace, too. If I was Vince, just to keep that from happening again, I would take people who has even a say-so, just someone speaking out, saying, hey, I sold steroids to this guy or this guy or this guy. Have them on the back burner for a little bit. Not necessarily on the very back, but keep them in the shadows for a little bit to actually see what's happening. Have like a little investigation going on. See if the rumors are true. And have someone else be pushed. I think that would be kind of smart.
If that's the case, then anybody could start a rumor about anything and just have your whole roster on the back burner.
Right.
Vince will be the champion.
There you go.
Oh, God, let's not have another ECW championship run. Jesus, no.
He held the Attitude Era belt.
Mm-hmm. No.
He did.
I know he did, but at least he didn't wear a do-rag and went, yo.
Well.
He wore solid black.
God.
So, Will, who's winning? Call it.
Not who do you want to win. Who do you see winning?
Yes.
You throw Seth Rollins and Finn Balor both in the mix. I mean, that's a toss-up for me between those two. I can't decide. But if I want to pick someone, and if I'm going to be logical about it, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay. Josh?
Roman Reigns.
I say Roman.
I'm kind of hoping they're bringing back Swerved.
Mm-hmm.
And at Chamber, they'll have Miz or Elias or somebody go over and they'll be like, "We swerved ya."
Yeah.
And then on the first episode of the new season, Swerved, it's all of us reacting to it. That's what I want.
Now, if they do AJ Styles and Nakamura as your main event, or even John Cena and Undertaker, I could see maybe Strowman taking on Lesnar.
Let me stop you there since you mentioned John Cena and Undertaker.
Here we go.
Some interesting news from WrestleMania came out this week. That's some stuff they're not allowed to do. One's kind of obvious: no blood.
What?
Yeah, that's from the.
Is that the Louisiana?
That's
Okay, yeah.
Number 2, no pile drivers.
Oh,
including the tombstone.
Oh wow!
So that leaves.
Unless Vince is like, I'll pay the fine for it or whatever.
Was it because of what happened at WrestleMania 30?
I'm not sure what the reason behind it was, but I think it's some kind of state law that's not allowed.
That was in New Orleans, correct? 30.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What happened at 30? Did I miss something?
The concussion with Lesnar's tombstone, or the F5s.
Lesnar tombstone taker?
I think so. Maybe I have to rewatch the match, but
let me see if I can find the article real quick so I can tell you guys exactly what it was.
But that would make sense, kind of, because that was a serious injury. And not only did it end the Precious streak, but he was really he was out of it. Yeah, you can tell.
But I thought he was out of it like a couple of minutes into the match.
No, he was out of it whenever it was midway through the match. He was out of it. Because I could tell.
Lesnar hit him with a right or left hook and
I don't
knocked
think it
him
was
senseless.
that. I think it was like a pile driver or something.
Huh.
Because he actually dropped him on his head by accident. He didn't protect him.
You know, I've never went back and watched that match.
I can't.
I can't either.
You guys are going to probably kill me for this. I was kind of hoping that Lesnar was going to beat him.
Why?
The streak had ran its... In my mind, I think the streak ran its course.
Streak should have never ended.
Nope.
That should be the only thing.
What?
Championships change. The streak should have never been broken.
Now, if Sting would have broken it, would you have any disagreement there?
Yeah.
What if Shawn Michaels ended it back at 25 or 26?
Yes.
Well, not 26.
25 and 26.
What was it, 26?
Yes.
25 was our first match. 26 was that. Yeah, I remember now.
You had Shawn Taker 25 and 26. You had Triple H Taker
27, 28.
Yes. And then what was it, 18? No, 17.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H and Taker.
Yeah, that was the whole American Badass gimmick.
Yes.
But
I've already said.
Okay, there's a question.
I've already said who should have beat the streak if they were ever going to have
Kane?
someone. No, Randy Orton.
For the Legend Killer gimmick.
Yes.
Okay.
Josh, who would you...
I got some updates on this.
Okay.
Okay. As previously noted, The Undertaker is rumored to compete against John Cena at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
He's been training. Within the restrictions, Undertaker might not be able to perform his tombstone at the event since it is considered a pile driver. Taker did hit a tombstone on Brock Lesnar during their match at WrestleMania 30, which also took place at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. However, that may have been before the move was outlawed. And it said it was... they're both prohibited during pro wrestling events statewide due to an incident which injured a competitor several years ago.
Could it be...
And that's coming from John Pollock of Post Wrestling.
No, wait. The Drowse incident, was that in New Orleans?
No, that was a long time ago.
And that was a powerbomb.
Yeah.
Was it a powerbomb?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a powerbomb from D'Lo Brown.
Yeah, okay. What about the Austin incident at SummerSlam? No, that wasn't in New Orleans.
I mean, we're going back years and years.
I know.
No, I mean, he did it at WrestleMania 30 and they were fine with it. So
Yeah.
it's happened since then.
Probably indie promotion. A little local show.
I mean, we can assume that, but...
All it said was a competitor got injured.
So do you not book... If you book that match, do you not have Taker to do a tombstone?
You bring back the last ride?
I wouldn't.
I don't think you could do it.
No, you can't.
I just don't see that happening.
So there's a match open.
Yeah.
Cena has no match at Mania, which I don't see that happening whatsoever.
No. Cena will have a match. I don't think it'll be with Taker, but...
No.
Personally.
Now, question, guys. Going back to Seth Rollins. What if we have a heated rivalry between him and Reigns? And it be at Mania?
I mean...
it'll be a
what's
short...
the payoff, though?
No payoff. I mean, finally just break the Shield.
Then why?
Yeah.
Just
the Shield's kind of broken up already.
Right.
I mean, they've been heated at each other for a while now.
They came back for what, one match?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think it'd be pretty good.
I tell you what I'd like.
Cena and Elias.
Yeah. Cena and Elias.
They've already had their kind of rivalry going on.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since back before Rumble.
My opener for my Mania prediction?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to see that.
And you were talking about Seth and Roman.
Yeah.
Let's say Dean is healthy. He won't. I doubt he will be.
I haven't heard anything about it.
And I doubt they'll even do this match. But
are you going triple threat with the three?
No.
Okay.
You wanted Finn Balor to turn heel, right?
Right.
Why don't you have the Balor Club take on the Shield?
Finally get the Bullet Club versus the Shield.
Mm-hmm.
I could live with that.
I mean, it's something for all.
Who would you let go over, though?
You'd have to put the Shield over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the WWE boys, right? Of course. Right. Have to let Vince's voice go over.
It's Vince's product.
Right.
Yeah.
Vince is always number one. But I think Roman is a shoe-in for that.
Yeah.
For Mania. Sorry.
As much as I hope he's not.
Yeah.
He is.
I mean, they're going to have the Pyro. I'm guessing Pyro will be back for Mania, right?
I would hope so.
I mean,
it's their biggest show.
Right.
Shell out a little bit of cash.
So Roman's going to hold the belt up at the end of Mania, and the Pyro is going to be going off, and Michael Cole say, "What a great WrestleMania it has been."
No, it has not.
Maybe it'll be such a beatdown that he can't hold the belt up or something.
No.
So, what's the tour dates for Monday Night Raw so we can go through the cities? I mean, whoops. You hit Roman Reigns with the car. It was an accident.
And then this brings us to our main event for the WWE Raw Women's Championship Elimination Chamber match featuring the champion Alexa Bliss taking on Bayley versus Mandy Rose versus Mickie James versus Sasha Banks versus Sonya Deville.
I'm going to go ahead and call it Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I don't see it going any other way.
I think the easiest way to book this is Alexa Bliss all the way.
Yeah. What, you're not going to book Bayley?
I would. And I've already got an angle for this.
Okay.
But
I knew it.
Like Kurt Angle?
No.
You suck.
He didn't have a son. He had a daughter.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
Please, dear God.
Jason
WWE
comes out dressed in drag.
Okay, I was fixing to say, okay there, Vince Russo, calm down.
Please, dear God, do not book this WWE. I love Bayley.
I'll cut it out.
Okay.
No, we won't.
But I think Alexa goes over this match easy.
Yeah, without a doubt.
What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I think you start a Bayley heel turn.
Since she's
on Sasha Banks.
Well, since she's been talking with Elias, I mean, kind of obvious.
Well, don't put them together.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put them together, but
see, I think Sasha is going to beat Bayley.
You think
because
she's going to
Bayley beat Sasha in their last match.
Mm-hmm. True.
I don't know about Mickie James. I
think she's just in there to kind of help Bliss.
I think she'll turn
just
on
a
her.
body.
I think Mickie will turn on her.
Well, this is the way I see it. You got Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. So that's two from Absolution, or Absolution since Paige is done.
Right.
You've got Bayley and Sasha Banks, and then you've got Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. So it's really 2v2v2.
Yeah. Right.
Got a point. Interesting. Never really looked
so
at that.
I see that coming into play. Maybe all six are in the chamber at the end, and they're all kind of staring at each other or something.
What happens to Sonya and Mandy?
Who cares?
After this.
Put Mandy Rose with Goldust.
Okay.
And then Sonya Deville NXT.
now,
I don't think she should have left.
No, gentlemen.
Or Mandy Rose. I mean.
You guys are forgetting one thing. We have a signing at Elimination Chamber.
No, yeah, we were getting
a meet and greet.
Next.
No, we're not. No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
What is it?
Ronda Rousey signing her contract.
Who?
Oh.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Yeah.
So does she get booed or cheered?
Does she go in last?
See, I think she comes out.
Midway.
I guess since you're all booking the women's chamber matches, the main event, yeah.
So she comes out and takes the spotlight from the first ever women's elimination chamber.
She did it for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, just keep it going.
Right.
End every pay-per-view with her.
Right. There you go.
It draws money. Book it.
For now.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Because she has her first match.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm wrong on that. I hope she's fantastic.
Right.
I think
there's a video of her training. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
There's video on Facebook of her training with Shayna.
Yeah.
Baszler.
That's her name. You're correct.
How was it?
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, she's...
I was fixing to say...
Is it just grappling? Or is
yeah.
it,
well, they're actually going through a match.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not in front of a live audience, so you don't... really know.
Right.
Honestly, I think Ronda Rousey is one of those type of people that have the mentality of adapting very quickly and learning different styles. But she's also one of those type of people that will take the time to learn. Hence why she didn't rush into it once she signed with WWE back in November.
She's still not signed. She signed her contract at the
Right.
Chamber.
I mean,
supposedly.
Right.
started practicing at the Performance Center, which was back in November, I think.
I guess.
I think she was there for a week, something like that, back then.
I know she was there for the Mae Young
Yeah.
Women's Classic. But here's my theory. Here's how I would book her. Have her come out, and she signs her contract, and Stephanie says at WrestleMania, it will be Ronda Rousey challenging for the WWE Women's Championship. And Ronda cuts her off and says, listen, I'm just starting.
I haven't earned my spot.
Yeah, I haven't earned my spot. Look at Bayley. Look at Sasha. Look at Charlotte. Or not Charlotte.
Name the 4 horsemen.
Yeah. Name them all and say, look, they've been here longer than I have. I need to earn my spot at the top of the WWE mountain.
Have her show respect.
And I think that would go over well with the fans.
Have her come in super babyface.
Yeah. Instead of coming out and say, we're going to give her a championship shot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the baddest woman on the planet.
Yeah.
So have her go up against, what would you say, Kurt Angle was rumored? If The Rock...
Ronda Rousey versus Kurt Angle.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, apparently it's going to be, if The Rock can't get it, which I'm sure by now it's probably either set in stone or it's not happening. It's going to be either her and The Rock or her and Angle versus Triple H and stuff.
I'm hoping The Rock. I
Yeah.
like Kurt, don't get me wrong.
I don't think his neck injury bugging him here lately.
Look at his legs.
Yeah.
Watch him walk out on Monday Night Raw.
The only thing with that, if you watch like the past WWE 24 from last year's WrestleMania, you look how Undertaker was walking backstage.
Yeah.
And then you watch how he walked to the ring and stuff. You know, it was totally different.
Right. That's right.
Why did you have to remind Roy? Now he's going to lose his smile.
No. I'm not Shawn Michaels.
Oh. Well, in my mind. In our mind, you are.
Enough's enough, and it's time for a change.
Oh, I thought I was Owen.
So, what do you give this card? An A, B,
C minus,
C minus?
I give it a B.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. You've got 2 matches that really stick out. And it's just the chamber matches.
Do you think the whole appeal of the Elimination Chamber is over? Like, I mean, not like over. I mean, like, you think it's just gone?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Turning it into a yearly pay-per-view.
Yeah, because
instead of using it to settle the huge...
Well, look at Hell in a Cell. It's the same way.
Exactly.
Right.
That's
like
what I was
we were
going to get to
talking
next.
the other day. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, used to, you didn't know these matches were coming.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Armageddon. What happened to those shows? Like Judgment Day, which we still have Backlash.
What happened to Taboo Tuesday and Cyber Sunday?
Yeah.
Give the fans a voice.
Right.
Seriously.
I like Taboo Tuesday.
I mean we know it was already predetermined results, but
right?
It kind of felt like you actually had a voice.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Cyber Sunday, going back to speaking of Rowdy, didn't he get picked to tag team with Ric Flair to win a World Tag Team Championship match?
I try to erase that kind of thing from my mind.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I think so. I can't remember who the tag team champions were at the time, but
there was not a lot of memorable
moments
during that era.
Between the passing of the Ruthless Aggression era through the...
We're talking about eras. What do you all feel like we're in right now? Do you feel like we're kind of getting into a different era?
I would like to call this era, if they decide to book it right.
If? Okay.
I want to call it the indie era.
It's unique.
Think about it. You have majority of the indie darlings already in the WWE.
Yeah, and there you get Roman Reigns, Indy Darling.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar, Indy Darling. John Cena,
yeah.
Indy Darling.
No. Goldberg, Indy Darling.
Not what I meant. I mean, you have Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins. Moxley, which is Ambrose. Then you have Steen, which is Owens.
Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah.
Cesaro.
God, I missed that character.
You have AJ Styles, a.k.a. AJ Styles.
Uncle Alan.
Yeah.
And you have El Generico, which is, of course, Sami Zayn. I mean, all these great indie wrestlers in the company now, and I think it's time for the indie scene to come up to actually show what fans deserve.
I would hope you're right.
But
I will go back to what I was talking about.
Company, I know.
Well, no, not that. Well, it is, but I go back to, looks like we have all these indie superstars coming in, but you just have Roman Reigns right there to knock them right back down.
Hang on, I just got a thought. Vince is doing the whole XFL thing in 2020, right?
Yes.
What
supposedly?
Supposedly.
See, I think after Mania, he's going to go away.
I think so too, and I think Triple H needs to step up.
Yeah.
And maybe we might see more of that. I'm hoping that I'm right, because I really, really, really would love to see what he's done with NXT and now 205 Live put on Raw and SmackDown. We have gotten a little bit of it on SmackDown, but not as much as I want to see. I want to see more on Raw, because Raw is really, really struggling.
Well, you talk about someone struggling is SmackDown.
SmackDown recently.
SmackDown their viewership has been down 6 weeks in a row now.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. So it's about as long as we've been doing this.
Yeah.
We curse them. Great. I'm kidding.
Everybody's listening to us instead of watching SmackDown.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You do. Never mind.
Is it both hours that are down?
Or just 1 hour?
I'm not sure about that. I'd have to look it up. I just saw it says the main headline was
just
SmackDown
overall.
Viewership has been down 6 weeks straight.
It's because Ellsworth left.
And that's bad for Mania, the road to Mania.
Right.
That really is, and very surprising, because look who you got on SmackDown Live.
Right. Oh, yeah. Look at the superstars.
Plus, this is the year for TV renegotiations.
Mm-hmm.
So what if USA Network, and I know it's partially on whatever network they sign with, which is why ECW never got a network and they went out of business. What if USA...
I don't think that was the reason they went out,
plus
of
Paul
business.
Paul Heyman's mismanagement. What if USA Network gave him a little leeway? Like in the Attitude Era.
I've got another question. This whole mixed match challenge on YouTube. You know, if I'm USA, I'm over here like,
okay, what the heck?
What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Well,
you should have this on our program, not another network.
Here's what I think. Because New Japan's doing it, Ring of Honor's doing it. They just need to go ahead and just stream Raw and SmackDown live on WWE Network.
Ring of Honor's not doing that.
They're not doing that?
No.
They have a TV.
They have a TV deal.
Yeah.
It will be on the Ring of Honor network. I forget what they call it, Honor Club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It will be on there, but it will not be live.
But I'm saying, you get what I'm trying to say.
No, there will be no TV network that will agree to that deal.
Mm-hmm.
And if WWE switched to where everything was on the network, they would lose so much money.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Look at the sponsorship.
Yeah.
True.
That's why Raw will not be 2 hours again.
Right.
Because that third hour draws so much income.
If they was not hurting as bad, I wouldn't be surprised in the next few years WWE would be strictly the network.
I still don't see that.
No.
Because they would lose everything.
Right. They have to have a TV network.
You think cutting Pyro hurt them?
Right.
They'd be cutting everything but the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, something just needs to happen.
Did you watch it last Monday?
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy it?
It was actually one of the better Raws that I've seen.
Okay.
The whole gauntlet match was really, really good.
Why was it better?
More wrestling.
Josh, did you enjoy it?
Not so much.
Oh. Why not?
Because there was too much of one match. I don't like the whole gauntlet style.
Mm.
But you got more wrestling, though.
We did get more wrestling.
You
we
didn't
got
get drama.
ton more wrestling. I'm going to go with Josh on this because I didn't care for it. Because it's kind of like
the gauntlet match.
It starts and you're like, oh, wow, they're going to go with this match first.
Exactly.
And then it goes on.
And on.
And on. And on. And then you turn, like the Roman and Seth, that altercation was really good.
Mm-hmm. It was really, really good.
And then the Seth and Cena match was good.
Now, what did you guys...
Then after that...
Sorry.
It was kind of just like little B matches.
I think by then Rollins had gassed out.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, was you guys really surprised when Rollins got over?
Not really.
In a way, I was.
I really was surprised. I was like, wow.
But I think the reason now, looking at it, they didn't want Roman and Cena.
Mm-hmm.
So, they wanted to save that for the Chamber.
Who ended up winning the gauntlet match?
Strowman.
Yep.
Strowman did? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's because he came out last against The Miz.
Miz, yeah.
And that was 1, 2, 3.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But it also showed that, hey, Elias could win this thing by coming out last.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Strowman. Elias is no Strowman, I know.
No.
But, hey, he's coming in last.
So who would be the first three?
The last guy came in the gauntlet match won. I'm sorry, what?
Who would be the first three starting the match now? Roman.
I say The Miz.
Strowman.
No.
You don't think Strowman?
No. I think The Miz.
I thought that was the whole point of the gauntlet match, to see who goes first.
No. The Miz took on Roman. Right?
I don't know.
No. Seth Rollins beat out Roman.
We're not talking about the gauntlet match.
No.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Never mind.
If it took place on last week's Raw, then I didn't get to watch it.
Spectrum TV, my brother. Get it?
I have it. It's just I just didn't have time to watch it.
It's worth it.
It's not the fact that I don't have a way to watch it. I just didn't have time.
I say The Miz, Cena,
Really? Cena?
Ben Balor.
You
I think Balor's definitely top three, first three.
Have Balor be one of the... Yeah, guys want to book Roman, it had to be Roman and Cena, or Roman and Seth, or Roman and Braun.
It's going to be Roman and Braun in the final, too, if that's what you're getting at.
I think so. I hate to say it.
Then Roman hits Braun with the Superman punch, and it's all over.
No, he'll hit him with the spear. It's all
over. If you call that a spear. Spear through the pod. Anyways.
Some want to go through the pod.
The unbreakable.
Wait.
Yeah.
What,
bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
What if everybody ganged up on Braun Strowman and he got pinned?
I got something better.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. What if Kane comes back at Chamber and costs Braun the match?
Like comes out from underneath the ring or something?
But who pins him?
Cena.
Reigns.
I'm going to say The Miz.
Okay. That makes sense.
Like that.
Well, if it was Elias. Since the whole altercation.
You could have The Miz do it and then do an IC title match.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can
Just
see
a
that.
thought.
He'd have to mess with those hands.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how good the match would be, but especially if you had the Miztourage doing something else.
Right. But going back to what WWE needs to change, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Vince McMahon needs to step back a little bit and let more creative control happen within the wrestlers themselves. Let them do their thing.
Yes and no.
I mean, not give them too much control like WCW did.
I would, have a story, try to stick to it, but say, hey, we're going to give you a promo. If there's something in this promo that you don't like,
let us know.
Mm-hmm. Come and talk to us and go over it with us, and then we'll go from there. Not say, here's the promo, learn it, you got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
Now, isn't that what, during the Attitude Era with Vince Russo, isn't that what he did? He's like, here's a promo, let's go over it. If you don't like it, we'll scratch it off. We'll try to do this.
I don't know if it was just Vince Russo. I think it was
more creative.
more Vince McMahon and Vince Russo and Jim Cornette and Jim Ross. Kind of a...
Jim Ross had a big part of that.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing that burns me. People talk about Vince Russo being the brainchild of the Attitude Era, but I think it was Jim Ross.
See, something, I learned this the other day, and it blows my mind. There's not... We're in the middle of a women's revolution. We're in year 3 of a women's revolution, right? There isn't a woman on the writing team for
Really?
WWE. There is not a woman.
Why don't they have like Lita or somebody do it?
Right. I mean, bring some
Hell, let Trish
talented women in there. I just couldn't believe that, but it's true.
It's true.
No.
Oh, you're not going to say it. Okay.
No.
I didn't know that either, so I have no... All men just writing.
Yeah.
I figured Steph was helping out with it.
Yeah. She's not even writing?
No.
That's shocking.
Now, unless this person doesn't know what he's talking about, but I mean, the source was
Pretty legit.
yeah.
That is... That really wouldn't surprise me. Now, speaking of storylines, are we lacking story? Because this year has been already very... Even last year, I think towards the end of last year, getting into this year, very, very lackluster storylines, I think.
Oh yeah, even right now, lackluster.
But due to injuries and sickness, there's really not much you can do.
We're getting too many month-long storylines.
Yes.
We're not getting enough long-term. And the few we get long-term, they die fast, like Hardy and Wyatt.
What's the number one match you're looking forward to at WrestleMania?
Styles and Nakamura.
Yeah, Styles
Okay.
and Nakamura. Absolutely.
Both agree. All three of
Yeah.
us agree. Correct.
Yeah, it's dream.
When
Well,
is
it's not really a
Fastlane?
dream move before Mania.
No. Well, yeah, it's before, but I mean, it's like what, the second week of March.
March, yeah.
So we're only going to have like 3.5 weeks of build up.
I feel like that match doesn't need... That's one of the few matches that can go without a story.
Here's what I think.
Just build it off pure respect for each other.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Josh. Do how they did back in the Ruthless Aggression era. No Way Out was the pay-per-view before Mania, right?
Yes.
Do that again. Just have one more pay-per-view. Don't have a Raw and SmackDown pay-per-view back-to-back like that.
Well, we're not going to anymore.
Right.
Which is smart.
I wish we could go and not have Fastlane.
It's kind of pointless.
Now you gotta have that Fatal 5-Way somewhere.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
We'll just bring it into Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Just have a cross-brand pay-per-view.
Something else about the pay-per-views. They start at what time? 7?
Yep.
They usually start at
8.
8 and 7 for the pre-show.
I
Might as well
heard.
just go ahead and say 7.
I heard this past week that they're going to go up an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to start at 7. The pre-show's going to start at 6 or 5. So I mean, this is going to be another
ballgame.
WrestleMania every month.
Yeah, and then WrestleMania be another Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
Which, in talking lengthwise, not talking
Right.
quality-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, quality-wise, no. Ooh, speaking of tag teams and Wrestling Kingdom, War Machine, when are they going to debut?
Main roster after Mania.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're not putting them in NXT?
No, I'm putting them straight on SmackDown. They need some tag teams.
What have
That would be interesting.
is the Usos still the champs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have them parade around. I'll say they probably will get a title match at Mania against Chad Gable and
Bingeables.
Bingeables. I like that. Gloat about how they beat him for like the 18th time or whatever, how many times they beat him.
Isn't that the match at Fastlane?
Yes.
That'll probably happen at Mania too.
Hey, well,
Copy paste.
not to rain on your parade, but why not have the what do they call the Luke and Rowan?
The Bludgeon Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why don't you have them win it? And come out and say, we're unstoppable.
The War Machine comes out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine the pop?
What if you had them come out and say that? You had War Machine come out the stage, then you had Sanity come out through one side of the crowd, then you had the Authors of Pain come out through the other side of the crowd, and they're like, they just kind of stand there and look at them. No words needed.
Yes. I like it.
That would be the beginning of a tag team revolution.
Do you bring Paul Ellering?
Absolutely.
No.
I wouldn't bring him.
What?
No.
Well, true, they don't need him, but...
They don't need to say anything.
Right.
Actions speak louder than words. I feel like you could build the whole character off of that, the whole team off of that.
Okay, let me ask you this. We're talking about Paul Ellering.
Uh-huh.
What happens manager-wise? We were talking a little bit of Brock Lesnar leaving. What happens to Paul Heyman?
I'd put him in the Balor Club.
Why?
Why not?
Balor talks. Carl Anderson is a decent promo. Gallows is a decent promo.
Hey, it's time for Paul to retire.
Do you put him with Rousey?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I can see. Yeah, I can see that because UFC. Okay, good point.
Because at this point, we don't
know. He has a little bit of a history at the UFC.
You're right.
Yeah.
At this point, we don't know if she's a good promo.
We know she can point.
Yeah.
Very awkwardly.
Yeah, very awkward.
And dramatically.
And cover Charlotte up. You didn't see that?
I did.
Look, I'm on TV.
I think she's a very beautiful woman.
Rousey?
Yes.
Yeah, and
yes, please don't hurt me.
Yeah, yes, please don't hurt me.
What's that movie, Entourage? Yeah, Entourage. This guy wants to take her out on a date, and she goes, "Well, you had the last minute in the cage with me."
Oh, speaking of Mr. Raj,
I just wanted to take you out to dinner.
I forgot.
I got you for 3 minutes.
In the training videos with Ronda Rousey.
Sorry.
It's okay. I remember this.
I'll apologize for that one too.
Yeah, it's his fault.
In the training videos with Ronda Rousey, she's wearing a Bo Dallas t-shirt.
Really?
So that's his 5 minutes of fame.
So she believes.
That's
What
that's
he
it
has
for
a
him.
T-shirt?
Yeah, the old NXT t-shirt.
Oh, right.
So he was one of the longest reigning NXT champs. He had it for a pretty good while.
I don't know about that.
What? Speaking of Bo Dallas, what they put him with his brother Bray?
Brother Bray.
Why don't you just bring in IRS and have the family?
Why not?
The Wyatt family.
Right.
Why not?
I think they got a sister, so there's Sister Abigail.
Now, who was it that you know?
Wouldn't it be funny if her name was Abigail?
Oh man, I thought it was supposed to be a transgender character. Kidding. It's horrible.
Well, this went weird.
Another news.
Moving along.
Okay, so Apollo has dropped his last name.
Yes.
Because of the shooter in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, the shooter's last name was Cruz.
Cruz.
Yes. Yeah. So they just went ahead and dropped his whole last name.
Now, speaking of...
What do you think of that?
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No.
Kind of smart on his. But speaking of the Florida incident, what about the Bullet Club?
What about them?
I was thinking about that today.
We don't want to get too political here.
I mean, I'm not trying to get political here. I mean, in reality...
You think they should drop their name?
I mean, I'm not saying they should drop it, but I think with the whole feud with Cody and Kenny, it'd be a good time to stop it. This is a good... they're smart. This is a good stopping point for the Bullet Club. It's getting to where it's, again, being treated like the NWO. If you're
wanting to break the Bullet Club up, yes. But I do not think the actions of a lunatic should. I don't think we should have to reap the consequences.
Right. It's not like they're coming out to the ring carrying guns or anything. Right. They do finger guns.
Right.
I think it's just playing on the whole joke of it being.
But I'm not saying that we're. I mean, we honestly know, it's a gimmick, but with the whole political, we know how political everything is. The world is today.
The NWO, back in the day, the NWO was
New World Order.
I mean, they were a gang.
I think everybody knows that, Will. I think everybody knows that.
Thank you, Will.
You're welcome.
They were a gang, right?
Right.
I mean, they beat people up.
Right. Gang violence was big back then. I get it.
And something else. When Columbine happened.
The what?
Don't you remember Columbine? Are you? How old are you?
I'm only 23.
Oh, well. Columbine was one of the worst mass shootings, school shootings.
Oh, you mean the high school?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
That narrows it down.
Yeah, thanks.
No,
but no one said, hey, let's go ban the NWO.
Yeah.
No, you got a point. Good point.
I'm not sure what needs to happen, but I don't think it should involve wrestling.
I'm just saying, I'm kind of scared for the Bullet Club because of idiots, is what I'm going to call them. Not what happened. The people who made the incidents happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my fault they're crazy and idiots, and we don't have any gun control laws, which we should, I think.
Absolutely.
But again, we're not being political here. It's not.
We just went there.
Yeah, we just went there, but it's not our fault. Somebody went to those schools and did what they did. It's not the Bullet Club's fault. Which I have a feeling, since that's why I'm thinking they're staying more in Japan here recently. I know they got the Ring of Honor tour going on before. Card of Honor.
I
don't know. You know how people are, Roy.
I do.
I'm just saying.
You don't have to watch the product.
Right.
If you don't like it, change the channel. Right?
But that's the thing. We knew back then. We knew. I'm not sure how I'm trying to say this. We knew right from wrong.
Right.
We knew the NWO were bad guys. Mm-hmm. We cheered for them.
Right.
But we knew deep down that Sting was the good guy and Hogan was the bad guy. We wanted Sting to win. And today, I think people in today's society don't know how to
comprehend
that or how to see fantasy from reality.
Well, you got to think, Roy. Nowadays, fantasy and reality is kind of the same thing now.
In what way?
I mean, look at AIs. That was a fantasy.
But not everybody has AIs, right?
Yeah.
Not yet. But they do exist.
Well, you said today.
Well, look.
I'm looking for an AI, and I do not see one.
No, I mean, look how much we've grown.
Right. But,
since then.
So, we grown, but do we lose our minds while we're growing?
Yeah, do I look like a scientist to you, Roy?
No. And I'm glad we're having this talk because I feel like that's what's wrong with the world today is no one talks about anything. They just say, hey, this is my opinion. We're going with it. So I'm glad we're having this conversation. But I just don't, I feel like things should be left alone. Because, especially with Apollo Crews, he has nothing to do with the school shooting in Florida. The name ain't even spelled right.
No, he spells it Crews, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I could understand.
I think he did it out of respect.
If it came out as like Apollo Hitler, you know.
I'm mistaken.
I understand that.
I'm mistaken. In IWA, wasn't there a Nazi?
But now
That's what Heinrich was supposed to be, wasn't it?
I think so.
That's what I was. Yeah. Let's talk about sports just for a second.
taking knee.
You know, Kentucky basketball.
Okay.
Adolph Rupp, one of the greatest coaches in Kentucky history.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct?
Yeah.
Do we not talk about Adolph Rupp because his name, his first name
Adolph.
is Adolph?
No, we talk about it because he was a great basketball coach.
Okay. See, I don't understand why you condemn a man because of his name.
I know the answer to this. It doesn't matter our opinion, and it matters of people who got hurt. The fridge agrees.
I don't know. I have a hard time
I just have a feeling that because of this whole incident with the school shootings, this isn't the first massive school shootings that's happened within the past few years. I mean, there's been worse than this, but none in such a short period of time. I mean, heck, I was scared for my nieces and nephews to go to school. I was worried because you had idiots posting on Facebook that they was going to do the same thing. But I have a feeling, looking as a fan and looking at the real world and looking at how people think, I think, and people can criticize me or whatever, I think this year is the end of the Bullet Club, just because of this reason.
I don't see it.
I think this year will be the end of the Bullet Club
in America,
like it is now. I think the Kenny Omega and Cody are going to be gone from the Bullet Club, as well as the Bucks. I think you'll see the club go back to being the Tonga, Tongaroa, and Bad Luck Fale. I think you see them stick together. I think you tease the Golden Lovers, but that turns into a feud. Then you have the Elite break off from the Bullet Club. Then you have Cody go off and do his own thing.
What did you have Cody doing? I was going to ask you that earlier.
What do I have him? I have him going for the
No, would you have him in another faction or just by himself?
Just by himself. He doesn't need another faction. I would have him going for like the IWGP Intercontinental title.
But okay,
something like that.
Where I was getting at is Bullet Club in America will be gone.
Okay.
Keeping in Japan.
Do you?
As bad as I hate to say.
Okay, let's play devil's advocate for just a moment. You're wanting to break up the Bullet Club.
It's going to happen.
As we know it.
It's going to happen. Yeah.
Look at all that merchandise.
They just came out with.
Look at all that money they're losing.
That's the biggest thing.
Well, the thing was, my wife was in Lexington because of her grandmother being in the hospital. She went to the mall and got me Bullet Club shirts. She asked the guy. They was having a conversation, and he brought up the incident like we're talking about right now. And he's like, not many people have bought these shirts since that incident's happened. They're afraid to wear them.
I don't believe that.
No, I don't either. That just happened a week ago.
I don't believe that whatsoever. I think their stretch of selling that type of merch and stuff like that is on a downfall, because all the shirts are the same. I think.
Right.
You just get very small variants. Then you have like the Young Bucks with their cease and desist shirts. I think you'll see more individual shirts like that instead of the whole faction. Yeah. That's just my opinion. But
I don't know. I just don't see the Bullet Club breaking up, and nor would I want them to.
I mean, I don't want to either. Don't get me wrong.
Let me say this. When people do things like this, they want us to be afraid.
Like 9/11.
Well, yeah, I mean, just in general, they won't change. They want something. They want us to be afraid to step outside. They won't change. Why are we giving in to them by changing the way we live, by being afraid to wear a Bullet Club t-shirt?
I mean, I'm going to test it at work Monday and see. But I have a feeling they're going to say something because it has bullet. I guarantee you. I'll bet money right now.
Well, I could see that in a workplace.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a couple people's already wore their Bullet Club shirts prior to this incident. They haven't said anything.
I don't know, man.
I just have a feeling that, given the world today and what has happened here recently, the past few weeks, it would be smart. And it would be a good ending, since we got this feud going on between Cody and Omega. That
I just feel like you're giving in.
Huh?
I just feel like you're giving in. You're giving in to hate. You're giving in to being afraid.
Speaking of hate, apparently Rob Gronkowski may sign with WWE.
Oh boy,
and I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just cut all of what we just said out?
After his stint in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, where he tackled, was it Jinder Mahal?
Jinder Mahal, yes.
No. Wait. He got stopped.
Well, that's just a lack of communication. I don't want it.
No, I don't.
We don't
either.
need it.
No, we don't.
He definitely doesn't need it.
That needs to be.
I'm sorry.
No.
Every time I think of his name, I just think of that lady. Hey!
What are you talking about?
I think you will.
You're welcome. The security guard. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh, well,
I must
you
have.
were you was actually there, so you didn't get to see it.
We didn't watch that match.
Whenever he.
Oh, you haven't gone back and watched it?
No.
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah. So he jumped the rail.
That's something else. I can't go. I have not went back and watched WrestleMania 33 because I was there, and it felt like a triathlon to get through that. I can't imagine going back and rewatching it.
So what happened was he jumped over the rail, and this female security guard.
I've seen the video of it.
Yeah,
but I haven't. I didn't know the security guard.
Yeah, he was like, well, "What are you doing, lady?"
Yeah,
you just see.
Apparently, she had been informed that it was actual.
Oh,
yeah. Just plumb confusion is all over his face. Like, what's going on? And you see like 2 or 3 more security guards going. This is part of the show.
They start pulling the security guard off the run in.
That would be interesting.
Bouched.
Okay, we have a Hall of Fame announcement.
Oh yeah.
It is
Double J. Jeff Jarrett.
That is
JEFF
JARRET Double J Jeff Jarrett.
Nice.
Hall of Fame 2018.
Now isn't he?
Ain't I great?
Now isn't he?
HALL.
There you go.
Hal just froze over, as Jim Cornette said. Again.
Well, apparently he was supposed to be. I think WWE released an Owen Hart DVD.
Oh, really?
Or they were going to.
I think they're supposed to.
And he was going to be on it as one of the ones that they interview for the documentary. But I think there was some kind of scheduling mix-up.
They
couldn't do it.
They were, speaking of the Owen Hart DVD, they were, I think that's coming out this year. I think they're going to interview him because he was Owen's last tag team partner in Last Rival.
Okay. We can make an Owen Hart
DVD,
but we can't put him in the Hall of Fame?
Or we can't put him in the video game?
Oh, how about we can't make a Mattel figure?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, calm down. Calm down. I agree. But I think the Owen Hart incident is kind of, well, hopefully it gets slowing down really, really fast. It's like, okay, we, as fans, we want to see Owen get the recognition he deserves, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
we want his legacy to live on in some form.
I mean, Blue Blazer Elite.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Blackheart Elite. Not his best moment, but
any Owen Hart at this point.
Any Owen Hart with 2 slammies.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that perfect Elite. Same with I forget his name. Anyways, but
British Bulldog.
I was going to say Drowse because I would like to see a Drowse Elite figure. I don't think there is one.
No. There's some Jacks.
There's Jacks, but there's not actual elites.
No.
Anyways, I think there's a Jack's Owen Hart.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, the bone crunching action.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a Jack's Blue Blazer.
Mm-hmm.
There is. Don't you have that?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Owen Hart incident has finally surpassed the Hart family has come at peace with Vince over the whole incident, especially Bret. Almost, wow, has it been 10 years already since he's buried the hatchet?
It's been longer than that.
Yeah.
It's been almost 12 years.
WrestleMania 26.
Yeah, it's been, wow, crap. About 10 years. It's not been 12, it's been about 10.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, as fans, I want to see Owen Hart stuff.
I do too, but
can't always get what you want. Says
right.
I just Stones on that one.
Getting back to Jeff Jarrett, I was shocked when I heard this announcement. I really was.
I was kind of teed off.
Why? Being a big Impact fan as you are, why?
Because he was so anti WWE, it was over in Impact I'm going to say TNA, because I miss TNA. And TNA during that run when they were actually looking like they were going to be the second best promotion in North America or in the world. He was just so go ahead.
Okay.
There was a short, very, very limited period of time where it looked like they were going to surpass WWE.
When was this?
I would say right before Hogan came in. Like literally right before Hogan came in. Because they had good talent. The booking was great. The storylines were great. Then in comes Hogan.
Oh, okay. So that's where we're going to go.
Hey, any wrestling fan listening to this will agree with me. Once Hogan and Bischoff came in, it was hell.
Wait a minute. You just said Hogan came in. You didn't say anything about Bischoff.
You can't have one without
the other.
I think
any wrestling fan would be like, what's TNA?
Yes.
Go on YouTube. Anyways.
Are you talking about when TNA used to be NWA TNA? When they just did pay-per-view?
Well, that that was
because they were good then.
They were really, really good.
Yeah, that was real good. Coming from Nashville.
Yes,
live from the Asylum.
The original TNA Asylum.
Yeah.
Then they went to Florida. They had some good matches there.
But I mean, even after Florida, or before Florida, they were in Nashville for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And I believe Jeff Jarrett was over the whole thing.
Yeah, Jerry Jarrett, his dad,
had the promotion, didn't he?
Yes.
Then he sold it to
Jeff.
Sold it. I think he just gave it to Jeff.
Right.
But he was just so anti-WWE that whole transition of time. Even when he created Global Force, which ended up being on Impact anyways. God, it's so weird saying Impact.
Wasn't it called TNA Impact before? Wasn't that their TV show?
Yeah, that was TNA Impact Wrestling.
Why is that so weird to say Impact?
Right.
Just without TNA and never mind. But it's weird. But again, like Jim Cornette said, hell froze over. So
I think hell froze over last year.
When
Jim Cornette was on the Hall of Fame.
I think hell froze over when Bret Hart came back.
Yeah.
Talk about anti-WWE.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But eventually,
even Ultimate Warrior.
Right, Ultimate
eventually,
Warrior.
I was like,
Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy Savage, definitely.
Granted, he wasn't there, sadly.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was the family.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, because I looked over his career with WWE and unfortunately WCW. I was like, okay, he's a 6-time Intercontinental Champion, 4-time WCW World Champion. Okay, he did do some stuff in the business, and he kind of was entertaining with the whole Slapnuts gimmick.
Is WCW's downfall?
Yeah.
During that era.
I know, but he was
better than WWE.
I think so too. I think he should have stayed, but with Owen passing away and him having backstage heat, all that considering, because he was wanting to be. He told Vince, he goes, I'm world championship material. Vince just said, no, you're not. You're mid card. I think that's the whole incident that happened, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I believe so, because Jeff was like, I'm world championship material. I've won 6 Intercontinental Championships, for crying out loud. Put me in the main event status.
I thought it was more of a money thing.
It could have
He
been
wanted
both.
more money.
Out of so much money, like
Yeah.
a ridiculous amount.
It could have been both. Who knows?
I thought it was he wanted X amount of dollars, and Vince said no, So he went out and had the match with China, and Vince, after that match, he released him.
And a few years later, when he bought WCW, he fired him.
Yeah.
On live
TV. Too, yes.
Which is what I think. I was like, yeah, they still got heat with each other. Then, what was it? About a year later, first Impact pay-per-view, 2002, right?
Mm-hmm.
NWA TNA.
I think so.
See, that was when... Who was the first?
Ken Shamrock.
Thank you. Won the Battle Royal. And also when Toby Keith suplexed Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
That was a decent little spot.
Boy.
That was when Scott Hall was in decent shape still.
I don't know. I kind of feel like the Hall of Fame is
but
a bunch of...
Sorry, go ahead.
I hate to say it, but drug abusers that come back to the WWE.
Here we go.
To go into rehab, come out, bend the knee, and say, hey, let's go in the Hall of Fame.
Here's... Because I bought the Scott Hall, Living on the Razor's Edge, Scott Hall story. And Triple H and DDP had a conversation. The original induction ceremony with Jake and Razor, Scott Hall, whatever. Razor's...
We know who you're talking about.
But people who are listening probably be like, who?
No, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I hope.
But he wanted them inducted. They got inducted in 2015, right? It was 15, I believe.
WrestleMania 30, right?
Be 15.
Okay.
They originally wanted them to be inducted in 14. Yeah. But Triple H made a stipulation. If they could be clean for 1 year solid, they can go in the WWE Hall of Fame the next year. So what you just said proves a point.
That goes against what happened in the Resurrection of Jake the Snake, though.
Right.
Because when he got the call to be in the Hall of Fame, because they gave him the call like, we're not going to use you in the Rumble, but we'll see you at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me that that's not that what you just said is not true, or what they showed in the film Resurrection of Jake the Snake's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can watch it
because he wouldn't have been as surprised.
Right. And Triple H saying, "Hey, I'm going to induct you in the Hall or put you in the Hall of Fame." That don't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Vince. That's a Vince thing.
I can show you the video. That's exactly what he said.
Is that a WWE produced DVD?
Yes.
Okay, so that could be altered.
Mm-hmm.
Because Resurrection of Jake the Snake is not. To my knowledge, it's not a...
No, it's not.
It's
an external. It's a third party.
Yeah.
What's his name?
So I feel like they would be more open about it on that one. They would have mentioned something like that.
Yeah.
And they didn't. Because I've watched it twice.
It's good. I mean, number 1.
Yeah.
Shouldn't deserve number 4 spot. Watch Mojo. Sorry. I was a little teed off about that. Anyways. But, yeah, what? Don't give me that look. I was.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
So while we're talking about going back to Impact, a number of their wrestlers
are quitting.
No, have not been paid for their tapings back in January.
What?
Wow.
None of them have been named, but
I bet OVE's one.
All the article said was a number of wrestlers have still not been paid for taping back in January, and they've started to complain.
Well, I would too. It sounds like a Paul Heyman thing.
Okay, back off of Paulie, okay?
Oh, it's okay.
It's a Ted Turner thing. We'll go that way.
No.
Ted Turner didn't have control of the money at the end of WCW. He was on a board.
AOL did.
Yeah.
I think AOL.
It was Time Warner.
Right.
Time Warner AOL.
So he couldn't just throw money at it. It wasn't his thing.
Right.
So you can't blame it on him either.
Right.
Anyways, here's what gets me. You have Impact Wrestling does have good talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have pretty good talent coming through. Not mention any names. Sami Callihan. Not so great. They know it's a sinking ship. It's been a sinking ship since 2015, 2014.
I think they just
2008.
Ever since
when your boy came in,
acquisition of, was it Anthem? Ever since they bought them or whatever, that people have been more apt to give them another chance.
Yeah.
But once they got rid of the 6-sided ring, yet again, I believe that was a big catalyst.
I think the biggest thing as a fan is when they had the lawsuit over the broken Matt Hardy gimmick. I think that was the biggest turnoff for Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
I never did get it either because wasn't Billy Corgan the master? Him and Matt, both the masterminds behind that.
It was JB and Matt.
Yeah. Was it JB and Matt? Then Billy Corgan just kind of helped out a little here and there.
I think he just kind of gave him the okay to do it.
Yeah. And even then, Matt Hardy wasn't wanting to use that in WWE. He wasn't in WWE when he left Impact.
No.
He was in I think they just signed a deal with Ring of Honor.
Yeah. I think it was a 90-day contract or something like that.
So, I mean, even then, it wasn't like, oh, we're going to go to WWE and make all this money with a gimmick we brought over from another show. You know, come on. And everyone at the time loved the broken gimmick. I think everyone still likes the broken gimmick. They just
needs to do.
It's been watered down.
It needs to be done right.
It's pretty much just laughing now.
You're right.
Yeah. Anyways, and
laughing and using big words.
And apparently, talking to a goldfish named Napoleon. I kind of missed. See things like that.
Yeah.
I miss about the broken gimmick. Him being
who's left on it? Impact.
Austin Aries is on there. Abyss, I believe, is still on there, but I think he might be injured again, or maybe he's just working in the back.
So how long is Aries one of the ones not paid? You think?
That's a possibility.
How long will he stay?
I don't know. He got major backstage heat with WWE, and if he keeps it up, I say he'll have major backstage heat with Impact Wrestling.
I'd say he already does.
Yeah.
So, I think he needs to just go away. I think retire, buddy.
No, he'll go to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
They'd love to have him.
Mm-hmm. You think they'll make him champion again?
Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
No.
Because he's been there.
Oh, I'm not sure.
2-3 times, I think.
At the event I attended in Atlanta. I can't think of the CEO of Ring of Honor, but one of the questions was. He came out and did a Q&A. One of the questions was, would you welcome old talent back home? Mm-hmm. And he said we would welcome any of the previous ROH superstars back into ROH.
No matter how much.
No matter what. And I think a lot of people were referring to CM Punk.
I was fixing to say, if anyone could come back and kind of make Ring of Honor just a little bit bigger than what it already is, I think CM Punk can do that. Yeah, I know your difference with Punk.
No, I like Punk. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a bigger draw than Hogan, but...
Would you rather have Hogan step in?
Don't start this.
Would you rather have Hogan step in the Ring of Honor? Because it wouldn't make much sense to me.
No, we're talking about Ring of Honor.
Yeah, exactly. Ring of Honor.
Right.
Honor.
You said I didn't like Punk, though. Punk being a Ring of Honor would be... I don't know what... It would draw. Don't get me wrong.
I think he would
there for a while, it would draw big.
I think if he can sink money into the company and make it just a little bit bigger than what it already is.
Could they afford him?
Right. How about Punk versus Omega?
At the Tokyo Dome.
Mm-hmm. I know you want him to go to.
I want him to go to Japan.
New Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's one company he's never been at. But with the New Japan Ring of Honor deal, I think it'll work out sweet.
What if it's in the Ring of Honor New Japan War of Worlds?
That would be awesome.
In Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really awesome.
They would sell that out.
Yeah.
That would be an easy sellout.
We would definitely try to get tickets for that.
Yeah.
No matter where we sat.
Be interesting.
But I think, because Punk's got a fight coming up, in a month?
Have they confirmed that?
I don't think they've confirmed that.
It wouldn't be a month. It would be 3-4 months.
Yeah. It'd be summertime.
It would be at least 2 or 3.
The next coming up UFC fight he's supposed to be at.
Late spring, early summer.
Yeah.
I think if he loses this time, he'll go back.
There's no draw for an 0-2 superstar like that.
I think he'll go back
regardless
of a win or loss.
You think he misses wrestling? Because he's been making more and more appearances at indie shows.
You know, he says he doesn't, but
deep down, once you're in the business, you're always in the business.
I mean, eventually your cash cow's going to run dry.
Mm-hmm. I think it's 60% about cash for him. Because I think he's a millionaire, no doubt about it. But he's a fan. And
if he's a fan, why didn't he stay?
Because of disagreements. And disagreements, I don't blame him for leaving.
Now, here we go again. If we disagree,
let me throw something in here. I think he just got a little burnout. Mm. And the best thing to do when that happens is step away for a little bit and then come back.
And I believe that's what he said on the Colt Cabana podcast. He just, majority of him leaving was being burned out. And plus, him thinking it's unfair that someone like The Rock can come in and take a main event spot, but someone like him or another up-and-coming superstar does not deserve to be in the Mania spot.
That's not for him to decide.
Nope. I know it's not for him to decide, but...
And I feel like if he does come back, the exact same thing would happen with him. He would go straight to a main event spot and take somebody else's.
And he didn't want that. I don't think he would be that type of person. I wouldn't think, because he was so anti that, and coming from his DVD and watching interviews with him, he's true to himself. He's true to his word. But again, you said cash cow, so I don't know how CM Punk is. I hope he's not like that.
I don't know either. I'm just.
I mean, if he really wanted to be like that, cahoots for him leaving because of that. I agree with him 100%. If someone left the company for, how many years was The Rock gone?
Quite a few.
About 10, close to 10, right? 6 years?
It would have been WrestleMania 20. When it was The Rock at top.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
So that would have been about 6 years. He came back in 2011. That was 20...
That'd been more than that.
That was 2004 for WrestleMania 20.
Okay,
he didn't come back to 27.
That was the once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay, 7
match number 1.
No. That was actually...
26 is when he came back.
No. He came back 27 as the host. 28.
28 was the first.
Was the first.
So it was 7 years.
Once in a lifetime.
It was 7 years. And, someone like that can just take a main event spot like that.
I mean, it's The Rock.
Yeah, I get it. It's The Rock.
You're building up The Rock against Cena.
We've already seen that.
Not for the belt.
Belt? Who cares? We've already seen the once in the lifetime match.
What other match though are you going to put on the card that's going to be bigger than Rock Cena 2?
Did it draw?
Yeah.
The Rock and Cena?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you not think it did?
I didn't watch it because I already seen it last year. I already know what was going to happen.
You didn't watch it, so it didn't draw.
And I know there'll be fans that were.
So you didn't watch Undertaker versus Punk?
I did watch that match, but
Undertaker Triple H too.
Yeah.
You already seen it here before, so you didn't watch it again.
I just think if they put once in a lifetime, it should be once in a lifetime.
Well, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I don't think someone.
But I think it drew so much the first time
that they had to do it the second time,
and that makes complete sense business wise because they're a business,
right?
WWE is a business.
See, right now, look at this. They could go back and have a third match, have the rubber match, if they wanted to. I like the booking of that.
Well, I just agree with Punk that if they're going to keep coming back, there should be full-time status.
What are we in? What are we in right now?
Exactly.
We got Lesnar as your champion,
and he's part-timer,
right?
Which is bullcrap. If you're going to be champion, you should be with the company 24/7.
But I thought Punk left because he didn't want to take on Triple H at WrestleMania.
That was the thing.
That was a thing.
But I don't understand. You don't want to take on Triple H, one of the biggest superstars in the company.
That's like an honor.
Yeah.
that they want to have a match with you.
Right. And I'm sure Punk would go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have went over.
I feel like he was just being a spoiled brat. You know, if you can't make me the champion, I don't want to do nothing. I ain't going to work for you if you're not going to make me the champion. Mm-hmm. It's like being working on a railroad or something. Say, well, if I can't drive the train, I ain't going to work for you.
Now, did he ever get a rematch for his title? I don't think he ever did.
Yeah, for when The Rock beat him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber. There was a rematch.
Now you know. The more you know.
I still agree with him on his decision to leave.
Okay. I disagree. I still disagree.
I agree.
I just miss him.
I think if he was smart, I hope he comes back to professional wrestling. Hopefully Ring of Honor. That way he can move to New Japan. I agree with Josh. He should wrestle in New Japan for... Would you put him with the heavyweight division? Or would you put him heavyweight?
I don't think I'll put him in...
Juniors?
I think I would just line him up, do like a Kenny Omega match.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see what happens.
Kind of like how they did Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
I would just love to see him in Ring of Honor.
I would too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but not as champion.
I mean, he wouldn't need it.
Right.
So you bring him in as a part-timer for Ring of Honor.
I bring him in as...
Is there any feasible way they could afford him full-time?
Ring of Honor, yes.
You think so?
I think so.
Because at every TV taping, they tape 4 shows. So you're not doing like the WWE. You're not having to bring him in week in and week out.
Right.
So in Ring of Honor, you don't have to use him on every show. So I think they could afford it.
Just do what? 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4?
If he's only going to come in for one, like say he's coming in for Supercard of Honor, I just have him come in as a come in twice.
Twice? You did twice?
So you don't have him on every one of their pay-per-views and everything?
No.
Okay, so you have him in as part-timer?
Yeah.
Okay. So they wouldn't do it full-time?
I don't think it'd be smart to do him full-time. I think I would keep him as an attraction.
Yeah, the appeal would go away.
Kind of like how they do Kenny in America, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like how WWE does with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
They just need to take the belt off of him. If they want a prestige that belt, they just need to take it off Lesnar.
See, you have... I say you have Punk come in maybe at a Chicago event unannounced.
Would you let him have Cult of Personality?
That's up to the owners of the song.
Yeah.
I mean, they
if
let them use it in UFC.
If
so.
they can, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Or would you put him in his old Ring of Honor music?
I thought Cult of Personality was his old Ring of Honor music.
No, he had another one before that.
Oh, did he?
Yes. And that was like one of those custom made.
No, Cult of Personality would be the best for him.
Now, would you put him at Card of Honor with... Oh, no. It's too close. Could you imagine that? Cody and Omega? Or the aftermath of that? And him and Cody have a feud?
Why waste him on Cody?
You're right. We've seen that. I think we've seen Punk and Cody anyway. I'm sure we have.
Watered down.
Still.
I'd like to see Cody has full potential against Punk.
What? Why?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you have the opportunity to see him and Omega?
Right.
Why waste that with him and Cody?
I just think it'd be a good match.
I mean, I have no doubt that it would be a good match.
I've got a just thinking about this.
I swear to God, if you say triple threat, I won't come over this table.
No. No. This is how you book this. Just thinking about it. Right now, Christopher Daniels is saying, "Oh, I'm the savior. I'm going to be the savior of Ring of Honor. I'm going to bring it back to what it once was."
Once was. I think it's still a lot better than WWE. I get it.
Gimmick.
Continue.
You have Punk come in and say, There's only one savior.
Have him and Daniels have a little feud?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, I see it, because they did have a pretty decent little feud.
Have him retire Daniels.
There you go. Daniels is never going to retire.
How old is he? He's hitting close to his 50s, isn't he?
I almost think he'll get that offer from WWE to come down to be a trainer.
He deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve it.
I think has he done it once before?
He did.
As a trainer?
I'm not sure.
He did.
I think he did.
Did a guest spot a few times as a trainer.
For like a week or something like that.
I mean, another great X Division champion. Just saying.
Oh boy.
Let's not get into this.
What about Kazarian?
Kazarian, I think he has a few years left on him.
Yeah.
Now, the whole thing he did with the Bullet Club, that was pretty genius.
Yeah, I like the booking of that.
Because you told me, hey,
I didn't see it coming. I really didn't.
Yeah, he was like, "Did you see that?" I was like, "Yep." I knew something like
really
that
good.
would happen.
Really good.
Two big good friends. It was what, a month?
Yeah.
Or wasn't even a month?
I don't think it was a month.
Because it did. It was a couple of shows before the pay-per-view.
Right. For their 15th anniversary pay-per-view?
Yep.
So are there any more news this week?
Now, I want to I just kind of want to talk about Being the Elite. I know you didn't watch it, but Josh, you got to watch it, yes?
Yeah.
Towards the end, of course, Cody walked in. Originally, the Bucks had a little meeting with the OGs of the Bullet Club. Tama Tonga, his tag team partner, what's his name?
Tonga Rua, Chase Owens, Bad Luck Fale.
And who was the other big guy? I have no idea
I
who
have
that
a
was. But it looked like Bad Luck Fale's younger brother, but heavier. Anyways, they had a little meeting about what was going on. They said, "Hey, this isn't Bullet Club against another rival Bullet Club. It's clearly against Cody and Omega. We need to stay out of it and let them have their feud."
Mm-hmm.
Then Cody comes in. Hey, I didn't call a meeting.
Did you guys call a meeting?
Yeah, I don't remember calling a meeting. Him being Cody. Then Omega comes in. He goes, "Oh, there's that little snake in the grass." Then it just starts. They kind of do like a little locker room separation. You see a close-up of the Young Bucks doing the kind of sad face. Then in the very back of the background, you just see Tama Tonga just sitting there, like
his sunglasses on,
just sitting there smiling, enjoying this. And I got to thinking, I was like, what if he pulls
wait. I love it. There's a slow motion segment where Cody throws a chair at Kenny Omega. And you just see Kenny Omega just dodge the chair.
Yeah, it was like perfect.
It's really good.
Yeah, watch it when you get home. But Tama Tonga, he's just sitting there like, as if my plan, like Seth Rollins being the grand architect.
This is a audio podcast, not a video podcast, so they can't see what you just did.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. He's just sitting there with his arms crossed, like, yeah, this is what I have planned.
Yeah, this is
what I want to see.
This is going great. This is going great. But I think going back to the whole incident, what's happened here, I think Tama Tonga will be the new leader of Bullet Club.
I'm fine with that.
And him keep it in Japan like it originally was. And having the Elite being over here in the States.
Yep. We kind of talked about that earlier.
I know, but I just thought it was really cool. He's just sitting there with his arm propped up, looking like he don't give a crap what's going on. He's just sitting there like...
Taking it all in,
like, all right, cool. Because he was the first one to speak whenever the Bucks had their little meeting. He's like, okay, you're right. Bullet Club's for life. Give me a 2 sweet. We can't do that. How about a handshake? Okay, cool.
I think he'll be in the WWE for too long.
Well, I think here's what I think. I think he needs to get out of the mid card gimmick because that's where he's at as a singles competitor. Tag team, he's already surpassed. I mean, Gorillas of
Destiny
are awesome.
God,
basically. I think they are in New Japan.
That's what they call them.
I mean,
God.
Yeah, they're God. But I think as a singles competitor, he don't get that enough recognition.
No, you're right.
I think
he's great.
I think he needs to run with.
And he's so much better than his brother.
He is, and I
think
think
their brothers.
Yeah, both of them.
I think he deserves a run with the world title.
The IWGP?
Yes.
No,
not right now.
No.
I mean, after the whole, let the build up happen.
Maybe Ring of Honor, but not.
You don't think IWGP?
No.
I would like to see it.
I don't.
Him being
that.
an original member of the Bullet Club.
He's
Bad
not.
Fale is a
Bad Luck Filet.
Filet. He's an Intercontinental champion.
I just don't see him in the same tier as like Okada and Nakamura. I just don't see him on that same caliber.
So would you automatically? What would happen if he signed a deal with WWE if he ends up being the new leader
He would go to NXT.
and get buried?
No.
Yeah, he'll be buried.
No.
He will be buried.
No.
He won't be buried in NXT, but once he gets
Nakamura wasn't buried.
No.
once he gets to the main roster, he'll be buried.
Well, then, I mean, you said NXT.
Yeah.
Again, talent wasted.
Speaking of NXT and tag teams,
Yes.
the bracket for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament came out.
Has changed actually.
Yeah. I think they already filmed some of these matches.
They have.
We don't want to spoil any kind of results yet because I'm not sure if they've aired.
Sanity wins it.
Well, I know the whole tournament's not been because the finals are going to be at TakeOver. Round 1, we've got the Street Profits versus Heavy Machinery.
Now, originally we had. Previously, who do we have here? No, it was Street Profits versus Heavy Machinery in the original. That didn't change.
I won't say Street Profits.
I want to say Heavy Machinery.
I want to say Heavy Machinery.
Okay.
2 against 1, Roy.
Give a little bit of a push there. I don't think they make it past the second round, but give them a little bit of a push. TM61 versus Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain.
TM61.
He's just against us today.
Wow.
I think
you're gonna. I think you're gonna pick your winner the next one first.
Okay.
I just don't see AOP going out that early, having won it last year.
I kind of thought they would give the rub to the new guys.
Okay. Then we have Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss versus Alexander Wolf and Eric Young of Sanity.
Sanity.
Oh, wow. We came to an agreement for once.
Then we have Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Mustache Mountain.
Mustache Mountain.
Yeah.
There's no competition.
Right.
Then, since we did that, who would you guys put over with Heavy Machinery? And we said Authors of Pain.
I have Authors of Pain. I would have them go to the finals.
I agree with you. Authors of Pain.
I have TM61.
If you say so.
Sorry.
And then we have Sanity versus Mustache Mountain.
Mustache
I
Mountain.
have Mustache Mountain going over.
Then Mustache Mountain
Wins
against
it all.
Authors of Pain.
I have Mustache Mountain wins it all.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
That'd be the huge upset at the end.
Because then we have, because of these 6 call-ups that are rumored for After Mania, that includes Sanity
And Authors
and
of
the
Pain.
Authors of Pain.
See, we were talking earlier about War Machine going to the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
If you get rid of Sanity and Authors of Pain, they're going to need some tag teams.
That's true.
I think Sanity, because of how Eric Young has built that whole stable, they should keep them together.
Yeah, I agree.
And I know Eric's never probably going to have a world title. I wish he would, because he's great talent, great professional wrestler. And yes, he's a TNA guy. You're probably thinking that in your mind. Well, he's like, yeah, he's a TNA guy. Well, we know. Well, the heck with you, so was AJ Styles. But
He was a WCW guy, too.
Yeah,
He
and
was
a Ring of
Air
Honor
Styles.
guy.
But unfortunately, I don't see Eric Young winning the world title. I wish I could, but it's not going to happen. However, I think he would be a good United States or Intercontinental champion.
Okay.
But don't break that stable up.
Does Nikki Cross go with
Yes.
Sanity? No?
No.
I don't
Yes.
think so.
The only woman I see being called up is Ember Moon.
Too soon.
I don't think so. I think you have her lose her title
to
at TakeOver.
My thing, if they call another woman, they're going to have to do something with the women.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so many 6-woman tag team matches I can watch.
Why don't they just put a women's division on the network like they did with 205 Live?
Oh, that's going over so well.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we add fuel to the fire?
Another woman, Alicia Fox, is apparently set to come back too.
Oh.
From her injury.
Oh, good.
Talk about star power.
Yeah.
No, I think...
Move over, Rousey. We got some pointing to do here.
What would be so wrong with a women's division like 205 Live?
Nothing if you do it right.
Exactly, if you do it right.
But there's so much wrestling on right now. You have 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. You have 2 hours of SmackDown. You have an hour of 205 Live. You have the mixed match challenge. You have an hour of NXT.
Then I would add in another hour
and then
for the women's division.
Once a month, hopefully once a month, you'll have a pay-per-view.
That's going to be another 4 hours.
Yeah.
5 hours if you include
4
the
or
pre-show.
5 hours. Why?
As big of a wrestling fan as I am, that is too much.
Yeah.
That is way too much.
And then you like Impact. So the Impact's on what, Thursday night now?
I think so.
Oh.
Let's say Thursday.
Okay, we're going to go with Thursday.
I believe it's still Thursday.
And Ring of Honor is on Monday, right before Monday Night Raw comes on. There's just too much product right now.
Does WWE still have that hour-long show Saturday mornings?
They do.
I don't know.
That recap show they used to do?
I think they do have the recap show.
Probably do.
So there's another hour.
Yeah. And if you want to go watch on Hulu, there's an hour and a half.
Then Lucha Underground is coming.
Yeah, Lucha Underground.
Starting season 4 soon.
I know we're forgetting something.
Oh,
New Japan.
Yeah, New Japan.
Yeah. That's an hour long on Fridays?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I just think...
Too much of a good thing is not a good thing.
I mean, I agree the women deserve their own spotlight.
Mm-hmm. Take an hour of Raw and do it for the women.
Right.
Like they should have with the Cruiserweights.
But here's another thing.
The Cruiserweight's is a whole different thing. I feel like they should be in with the regular talent too.
If you take that hour of Raw just for the women, you're going to have only one champion.
And hang on. What you just said. If they actually do that with the Cruiserweights, which they probably won't now, what if they build a women's division after 205 Live? Would it still be too much?
After?
If.
So starting at 12 o'clock.
On the school night.
If they decide to put mix it in like they used to. Have 205 Live roster split with Raw and SmackDown. Put a Cruiserweight and light heavyweight.
So add another title?
Why not?
Because we don't need it. There's already too many.
Wait, if you want me to be a smart aleck, I can also add in the European and Hardcore title.
No.
Why are we doing that?
Why not? Let's add more belts.
Just give everybody a title.
Yeah, let's give everybody
a
a
title.
Hey, if Oprah becomes president, you get a title, and you get a title.
Maybe you could do the first hour of Raw, but then people are going to be like, oh, it's just the women.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't go, okay, we'll give you the second hour, and we'll have the men come out, then, okay, we're going to change it over to the women, then we're going to change it back.
You won't get the people that leave back for the third hour.
Right.
No.
Plus, because the third hour already has issues to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the main event is not really main event. I feel like the main event's already at the beginning. On some Monday nights.
That's true.
And it's sad.
Why not have, since the stages are the same, why not tape 30 minutes of on Monday night before the show? Why not tape a half hour of a women's show then on SmackDown?
The stages are different.
Oh, are they?
Yep. They come out to the side on Raw and they come out to the center on SmackDown.
Oh.
Pay attention more.
Come on, man.
What's wrong with you?
Be honest, I haven't watched SmackDown since I don't know when.
How dare you? And you're going to a live event.
Well, I hope they win me over.
Well, I'm not going.
Well, okay.
It's not because I can't afford it. I just don't want to go.
guys, let's not fight over something like this.
Yeah, Will.
You're gonna go and you're gonna like it.
Listen, dang it. You're gonna go. You're gonna like it.
I don't know. I think the women deserve something better than what they're getting.
All right. Anything else that we missed that you guys can think of?
Hogan sucks.
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
No, I think we're good.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Any kind of feedback, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, we'd love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. Any last words, Will?
Hogan sucks.
Well, we'll leave it on that we don't all necessarily agree on, but we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see y'all.